Okay, we should be back. I'm hoping that I moved it over to normal latency. That should give it more time to buffer. And that should hopefully help it out a bit. Though this is probably going to be a new stream, so everyone's going to have to move over. Very unfortunate. All right, Leo. 1, 2, 3. All right, 1, 2, 3. Very weird, there's a delay. Didn't have one yesterday at all. Yeah. What is going on? I wonder if it's his map then. I can't see it on my end. I can't hear myself on my stream PC because that would just be echoing. I restarted both machines before I started the stream. I'm trying to think of what would be causing it. Yeah. I'm not worried about it too right now. I'm curious if this map too. Yeah, we'll carry on for now. Yeah, we'll just run it too. I'm curious, so... yeah, what could be causing it? Now I'm distracted. I wonder if it's just like the GPU being stressed under this load, but I don't know. Top left bars? So we have a compass in the top center. In the top right, we have track quests and active quests. I guess the track quests don't do anything, but we have the active quests. Oh, for sure. But it's weird, 'cause I streamed all day yesterday without having any issues. And then I restarted my machines and now I'm having the issues. What did we learn? Never restart your computers, guys. Never restart your computers at all. Now, I didn't bring a drill. I couldn't even buy a drill, to be honest. So, we're going to see if I can get a loose one over here for a jammer.
I can't do the calculations.
So there is this little circle over here now. If you're talking about this is actually a quest indicator for the Clear Skies mission. If you're talking about these. This is a quest. This is for the Clear Skies quest. This will tell us basically where to go to turn off the drones. Oh, the reputation bars. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean now. Sorry, they go away so quickly too. I forget about them. Yeah, reputation bars. So basically, as we kill particular units, we gain and lose rep, depending on the faction that we're killing. We might not have a way of getting this quest done, actually, without drills. I wonder if these guys... do we actually... I wonder if we picked up a drill that we just didn't know about. Go, go, go. All right. Nothing yet. Might be a bust here, unfortunately. Note to self, bring drills I can't buy right now for reasons. Come on, fertilizer. Yeah, no parts yet. Very unfortunate. I need a drill part. I need SIGs. I definitely need SIGs. Hold on, go away, whiskey. Now. There's SIGs for Lordos. The building's okay. Maybe we'll go over there and get some drills. Well, that's not great. All right, over we go. Anecdotally, it's supposed to help with aggro. Oh, there we go. It's all the way over here. I haven't really gone down to testing it to see if it helps, but anecdotally, it's supposed to.
Some sort of plan?
Essentially, the logic being that, like, when you have low rep, the scavs are supposed, or the factions are supposed to like shoot at you less often, or like be much slower in regards to aggroing to you. But when you have sorry, vice versa. When you have low rep, they aggro faster. When you have low rep, or when you have high rep, they aggro slower. Guess we have to go over there. Yeah, like, high rep basically won't save you from them murdering you. Yep, there's the drones. It definitely feels like their senses got quite a bit improved from before. Like, not their visual senses, but maybe visual senses too, but mainly their audio seems to be much better now in regards to aggroing to you. Yay, they're all dying. No, you found a squad. Yeah, this is the whole thing, right, too, about, like, not playing Gunhead. It's just popping stims like crazy. Oh, yeah, I guess you're full. I need SIGs though. I will drop stuff. Well, drop stuff for you. Let's drop these small med kits. Drop some ammo here and there. Oh, hey. Freaking drone factory, this place. Yeah, dead time's over with Gunhead. Looks like nothing. It's gonna be really refreshing too when they add in the ability for deployments, because you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna have like orbital drop HKs that are just like plane launched HKs, catapult launched HKs. They're gonna show up at your doorstep. No, they really don't. It'll make a lot more sense in the future with HKs instead of just like them appearing out behind a corner and start shooting you. They get dropped onto the map and start murdering you instead. You get HKs and you start hearing the Helldivers theme start playing. And you see 4 pods coming from orbit. Oh no. All right. How many cigarettes do I have now? We should be pretty close, I imagine. We're so close. We only need 4 more. I think it's time for a murder run. Yeah, the heads up would be appreciated, right? All right, let us go explore the beautiful convines. Of Mech Trench. So ST, there is a new vendor called Lordos. Not really a vendor, but quest giver. And he'll feed you lore stuff for cigarettes, essentially. He demands the cigarettes. And here we go.
I hate the surface.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think I probably at one point... I definitely sold most of my cigarettes to Aramaki to make up for Cyborg Mortar. Don't fucking remove. Understood. Problem solved. Give me cigarettes. This is the USS. Only 20 rounds, but much easier to get the A12, or I have a lot of them rather. They're like one of the primary rewards from gacha containers. Right, Dyer? That'd be very nice. There's one. Two. It's going well. Stream's a bit delayed today, so I'll be responding, but it might be like a 30 seconds to a minute before you actually hear me, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, it's going well. The A12 is a very nasty gun, 100%. I'll have to explore after the stream and why the stream is being so weird today. Hello. I'm paying my respects. Is the door closed? Okay, we're good. The door's closed. Good night, sweet prince. The cash sound after he dies is comical. Ivan, I had to restart it, try to fix a slight delay issue. It didn't get fixed. I'll have to look into it later. But no, it seems to be a slight stream delay from the audio and the video, which is very weird, by the way. I think this is the first time this has ever happened. So I'm curious what's going on. Is there... Is there a drone in the ceiling? With a light? Sir, you don't belong here. Sir? They're in the walls. They're in the goddamn walls! Alright, well. You have a good time in your wall, Mr. Drone. Hello. How many cigarettes do I have? I can't actually even tell. I wonder if they fixed... This might not be... This is not upgraded rig, okay. Wait, so our max capacity when we have an upgraded rig is about 1.2 thousand kilograms. And we have about half that right now, which tracks. Yeah, an automatic shotgun is just like... It's crazy. With that many rounds in the magazine. Or I guess the tube. Depends on the gun, I guess. Really? Oh my god, 12k. I think it's just the openness of the area, zombie, that causes it, and I think it's the verticality too. I think the verticality and the audio play a massive role now. It'd be interesting if it was a cylinder. All right. All right, we're good there. How many tickets did we get? We got at least 2. We're so close now. So very close. There, yeah, we only got 2. Okay. One more time, one more murder fest. Yeah, it seems that the sound permeates through walls. That's a very, yeah, fair thing too. In regards, so like their terrain doesn't block it, and then you have the verticality too, both playing factors in regards to the amount of aggro you basically get. One more mech trench. Yeah, it seems that they're like they aggro irrespective of walls, and then to be fair, like having to include like walls and stuff like that. Interesting. I do want to go over to Mesa and start getting an idea of the thresholds per character.
I hate the surface.
And seeing like what's the certain ranges and where we can actually be sneaky at. And I wonder if it like has any weight metrics to it too. All right. No, not really, Fruit Par. We're still kind of guessing on how it works. The main theory... Do I not have a... Weird. Wait, hold on. I can reload there. He flew. Yeah, we're trying to guess the mechanics around the new aggression system. All right, I'm curious too. Hold on. I saw something I want to see. All right, so 20 rounds, 19, we can reload. 20, we can reload. I am spamming the R key right now. You want to know the default magazine size for the USAS? It's 8 rounds. I cannot reload when I have 8 rounds. Is that gonna kill me? That's such an interesting and funny bug. So it seems like your ability to reload your gun is based off your base magazine capacity. Now you're upgraded, but your base. So it helps explain why when we're at 20 rounds we can actually reload. Because it thinks that because we're not 8, if we can reload. Very, very interesting. Yeah, like, yeah, for sure. Like, once you get to the point where you start having a lot of extra HP to start mitigating the chip damage, yeah, I can see Gunhead excelling there. Or when you basically get access to all of your A12 Gunhead. Alright, we're probably pretty full already. We're at 600 kilograms. I just need 2 cigarettes. But fruit part too. So what it seems like so far too is the audio sensitivity has been changed a bit, and it seems like squads can now fully aggro off sound alone. There might be some other like things interesting, or it might be some other things too, but that seems to be the big thing. Is that before they would just investigate off sound, they still had to visibly see you to aggro. Now they can just fully aggro off sound. There's one. That's imported. That's premium SIGs. Did we only get one? No, we got two. We got two. We got two. We're good. We got 2. I wonder if VoIP actually triggers stuff picks. That's a good idea too. All right, where did we leave off? You get a lot of drones at railroad tracks immediately. You cannot stay there very long. For fucking cigarettes. The Mega DMZ on the Algerian border. Rehabilitation through fire. I wonder... Okay, I'm genuinely curious in regards to the Algerian DMZ on the Algerian border. Is that inferring that there's a border between... Hold on here. Like, I'm trying to think if, like, the Mediterranean's gone now, and so it's a border between the Algerian border and the north. So, like, could it be that Europa extends to Morocco? Or is it that, like, Algerian DMZ is like the old Mediterranean Sea? It could be also the fact that, like, Europa might control Morocco and the Strait of Gibraltar. Or it could be that, like, Libya and Egypt are under Eurasian control too. But okay, so Algeria has a DMZ. Wait, what do you want now? I think I have those. There we go. This guy is making me a millionaire. Wait, so they were assigned to a DMZ to do warfare. Okay, well, DMZ through, I guess, enforcement. Well, it seems that Mongolia is half Eurasian, half Eurasian. It seems to be a border territory because it both had Eurasians like this guy there, but it also had like, definitely seemingly some like Eurasian influence there too. I can see Mongolia being like a very middle area. Yeah, the Afro-Ruskin brigades. Okay, so they self-wipe their memories for mental stability as opposed to taking drugs. Okay. I think I have... Maybe. Excuse talking about Gobi before. So we had premium SIGs left. I think we're out of imports. So we have enough imports for one more. But we're out of basic SIGs. Okay. Fucking millionaire. Okay. Newer generation leadership. So it seems that, like, matron ones are... It could just be newer people too, right? But yeah, newly developed leadership. You deserted? What? So he was in Algeria when he deserted. So they turned into mercenaries, okay. What do you want now? No! No! It's gonna take so long. 500,000 credits? You fiend. You absolute fiend. So much money. Alright. Let us go... Let's go to Mesa, actually. Let's get an idea of the stealth. How's my ammo supply doing? Probably not great. Yeah, it's getting a little low. Go over to the AK now. A slight problem. I mean, I'm sure his lungs are probably mechanical, right? He can't get lung cancer. They get gummed up from all the tar. I want more than that one. There we go. Four regions. Mesa. And so let's get an idea of the stealth. I don't think so, Pixel. Like, I was trying to do it yesterday by sneaking up on people, like, in this instance, right? But no matter what, at 12 meters, they detect you and aggro to you.
I hate the surface.
Okay, so we're gonna crouch up here. And so we have stealth animations, but I'm curious if they're gonna detect us before then. Let's go to the one on the right, I guess. Okay, so at this point, it's mainly just murky because I only use my primary. I don't often use both weapons. Like, we have enough ammo to only use the RPK here, or the AK here. So at 12 meters, no... This is where we'd be hurt as Gunhead. So at 5 meters, about 5-6 meters, they were detecting us. Now, another question too is that irrespective of crouching or not? Like, do I make more noise walking, standing up than I do than crouched? So, like, you might be able to perform sync kills still. Maybe for when things are distracted, Pixel, I could see the case being. Like, they need to be, like, audibly distracted by other things going on to sync kill. I'm not even sure if it's stealth kill now, but just more of, like, execution kills for when you're behind someone. It's probably not a stealth kill anymore. But, like, we probably need to change things too. Like, I guess one thing we should definitely do... Let's go extract. I'm going to try something else really quickly too. We might just run this back over and over again and just bring like a pistol in, because I'm very curious what's going on here. And I want to try different things out. So one big thing I want to try out too is the rig. All right, Maskman, calm down. It's only us. It could be too that we just have, what's it called? Multiple personality disorder. He's just talking to his different personalities. Drone's no droning. No, I understand for sure. Like, what's the point of sync kills when you can't ever find the person to actually sync kill them? I'm just curious if, like, because of the loadout we have right now, we're not able to sneak up. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a slightly different loadout. we're gonna like run the possibly best case scenario.
Remember, we're already dead.
Move to stash. All right, so what we're gonna do here, we're going to give ourselves the best shot at not being detected. So we're going to go into like a very small rig, like the smallest rig we possibly could have, and we're going to carry 2 insanely lightweight pistols. And we'll bring like a 30 rounds, like 1 magazine for each. So we'll bring 1 of you, and we'll bring 1 of you. Just enough for 1 reload for each. We're gonna bring in like 1 advanced med kit, so that we're basically wearing nothing here. And we're gonna head back out in. Yeah, so we're trying this first, Wildflower. The next guess is to go run a character like Scav Girl for the biggest extreme. Because it could just be that Masked Man's not that stealthy. Rep being good is a good idea too.
I hate the surface.
The one time they choose not to spawn, they're like, he wastes too little. Alright, I didn't bring much though. So we'll run it back. Same loadout. I'm never gonna financially recover from this. I will say, losing the 1 advanced med kit does hurt. We'll probably just bring like 2 of these instead now. Alright, please spawn.
I hate the surface.
Get that there. So it was like 6 meters before. I will say, if we can't stealth kill them here, it definitely feels very rough. Which is fair. I guess it would make sense if cigarettes are worth more than guns if you can't grab them pretty easily. Nope. Alright, so they still got me at 6 meters. I wonder, like, could have been that one seeing me, like, it was the periphery improved a bit? Definitely feels like sound, though. Let's go over to Scav Girl. I think Scav Girl will be, like, the big thing here. If we still pull aggro like that with Scav Girl, then yeah, basically no one's sneaky anymore. And it didn't seem like pistols had any effect on the sound we made. We'll still bring pistols in just in case, but it doesn't seem like they improved the sound we made at all. I haven't seen Rat King yet, actually, this patch. Kind of weird that you think about it. But yeah, I haven't seen Rat King at all.
Don't leave anything on the cutting room floor.
Alright, we do have one guy, at the very least. This might be better, actually, because they're facing further away. So, 18 meters. If we get 6 meters, this means it's universal between all the regular characters. Yeah, it seems to be 6 meters. I missed. Maybe. Maybe in there. I didn't see it in the patch notes, but we can go see if Rat King is here. No, but so it seems like no matter what, we need to test probably walking now. But like the biggest, we tested crouching all the time, right? So I'm curious. Yeah, even Scav Girl will be detected at Rat King? Or Rat King. Alright. So there's one more test I want to do. I want to do the walking test as opposed to crouching test to see if it's still 6 meters or not. So that could explain a lot of the aspects too, is that units are more perceptive auditorily now. So like I want to test walking around now too, because a walking around cylinder, maybe we'll see. It could be that like we see something like Christmas, like a Christmas head on top of Rat King. I haven't seen Rat King yet. That could easily be the case, but with the possible cylinder around the character for like noise, so verticality being not great. With a 6 meter radius for crouching, there's no one here, is there? Okay, Rat King check. So Gunhead is 12 meters. Regular characters are 6 meters. Bagman might be 9 meters. Well, 6, or probably 6 though. And if that's a cylinder around the character for... Okay, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. They were shooting someone else. I thought for a second they were executing the prisoners because they heard me. That was pretty fucking metal. I have bad news. I don't think he has a Christmas head. I think it's just regular Rat King. I've seen nothing Xmas themed yet. Hey Rat King, you want to hang out? Oh, you definitely probably still can. Hold on, let's go do that real quickly. You just move around real quick. Sir. Oh, here, B. Oh no, the gun's working. The gun's working, it's back. Womp womp. I think I've seen it before, by the way. Earlier. I think I still thought of like the actual notification you can stealth kill, so I think it's still in the game. It's just that like you can't do it without a distraction. At least currently. Alright, we'll do one more. It doesn't seem that different characters have different systems at all. So the big thing that we want to see here is what's the stealth radius for just walking? That's the big thing we want to uncover here.
Don't leave anything on the cutting room floor.
All right, so 26. We're 18. Seems to be the same. Yeah, I didn't bring it in. I brought surpluses in though. Surpluses you don't lose because they're just the default weapons. All right, 10. Okay, this makes me think it's probably still the 6 meters from before. So it might just be that crouching doesn't have the modifier for range, perhaps. All right, let's try sprinting. Okay, they definitely did hear that. Like, okay, I have a theory. I do have a theory real quickly. I'm curious if it's stock 6, sprint 12. Like I say, a sprint is 100% modifier on the stealth radius. So we're back to Gunhead real quick. So if this is the case, it means that Gunhead should start aggroing things when sprinting at 24 meters away. So if they have a stock, if the stock detection radius is 6 meters, and then the crouching's supposed to be like half that, Zed, if you select Zed over them, it'll tell you their names. So yeah, if you hit Zed, I'll hovering over it, it'll tell you that. So I want to get to 24 meters and start making noise. So like right now, they don't detect me. If I start sprinting, not yet. All right, let's get to 18. Okay, 18 did it. So it might be a 50% increase for sprinting. That, or like if the base is, yeah, maybe 50% and 15% increase for, so if the stock detection radius is 6 meters, it's doubled for Gunhead. Yeah, so something around there. So like, so regular characters at 6 meters and about 12-ish meters, maybe like between 9 and 12 meters for sprinting. And then something like that, yeah. And then for Gunhead, it's 12-meter detection and then 18-meter sprinting. And the problem is, it seems that it's a cylinder. So that means that verticality has no factor in it. So despite this unit being below us, right, I imagine sprinting will piss off these guys quite a bit if they survive. All dead though. Boop. All right, let's find the victor of this fight here. I'm so dead. I don't have any left. Yeah, I don't think verticality plays a factor at all. So like, regardless of, it's only your horizontal distance, not your vertical distance. Essentially, it goes to the moon. You saved me. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so yeah, it's a cylinder almost assuredly then. Or yeah. So yeah, the sound profile, and it could just be that too, that we have a modifier for sprinting, but the modifier for crouching is either not in the game, or it's broken. It could be bugged. So if the modifier for crouching was like 3 meters, you could have probably enough time to get close enough to melee kill or execute without being noticed. Like if it's a compromise, right? So if it's 3 meters for crouching, it gives you enough time to get close enough and do the execution while not being able to sit like right behind someone without them noticing, right? Yeah, I'm assuming it's basically it's a cylinder that goes through the walls of everything. It's a cylinder that doesn't care about terrain or height. It just cares about your vertical distance or your horizontal distance from the source of the sound. Or the character, I guess. Hello, sir. Just bitch slapped. Okay, the more we know now. So that's probably why things feel so weird right now. We're low level Alex. We are like level 4 or 5. He starts at 2.25k. And we are at prestige 6. So close. I haven't seen this one yet. That's new. It's a part 1. I am very down for that. I see a train heist. Yeah, he's pretty chunky, but he cannot heal. It is his big downside. The AKB rigs. Yeah, that's kind of my same thought too, Pixel. Like, about double the HP he currently has. To make up for all the chip damage you take and all the potential healing you have as other characters. I shouldn't bring in that much ammo. There's no way I survived to actually use all that ammo. Let's go to Frozen Swamp. Now, so this quest, I wonder what this is gonna be. Let's make up the gorilla real quick. I haven't triggered it yet. I do have all of the water scavengers, or I do have all of the water bots to trigger those guys when they eventually come, but I do not have... I haven't triggered it yet. Yeah, it would be nice for things like that too. Yeah, less fall damage. Like, I think the biggest thing is he probably needs to have, like, a base implementation of armor. He needs to have some mitigation, it feels like.
It is as you humans say, a good day.
To die? You forgot the to die part. Oh. Well, that's easy enough. I had to find multiple train schedules. Got it. Okay. So I don't move, they shouldn't hear me. Wait. It detected me without even me moving. I guess it could have maybe seen me here. I wonder if I have ambient noise coming from me. Perhaps that's the issue too, that 6 meter radius might be irrespective of you moving or not. Yeah, weird. I wonder if it's how much more? Like 6 meters, 12 meters? Dude, if I had like a diesel engine sound, I'd be so happy. I know, I definitely believe that. They allowed standing still though is a question. All ammo. I need more train schedules, which I mean need regular loot containers. You're a rig light. Any more containers around here? I don't think so. So I'm guessing the other train plans are in other parts of the map. I guess they could be around here too. Just gonna find more containers. Need to buy a tac cam. I'm getting whittled down to a little bit. Already at close to half health. I need to leave this popsicle stand. We head down the stairs. There's a container. Please leave me alone. There's a few containers down here on the staircase. Yeah, that's the Aggro right there. There's one. Oh, medical supplies. You're doing the right thing. All right, no containers there today. That's unfortunate. There's one down there. Okay. I'm being followed. Yeah, this staircase is just like awful. You just get so many units here. Did they kill each other? I think they killed each other. Alright, let's get away from here before we get killed by vertical audio. We are not looking great. It seems like they're respawning up there too, and immediately aggroing on us. More, I don't want beds, I want train schedules. Alright, time to leave. Oh, 8 HKs now. Oh, we're so fucked. I wonder if silencers have been changed too, right? That's something we didn't actually test out, if they'd changed silencers in regards to not being purely silent anymore. There's a squad. Okay, they're distracted, but the problem is like the rule of thumb, right, where if they're shooting someone else, they won't shoot you, no longer applies because they now like almost cue the aggro. That's HKs over there. Still need to go this way though. Okay, it's right behind me.
Adjusting aim accordingly.
Run, Forest. Yeah, if the auto notices for standing stills too, it kind of makes it very rough. Hey, Delta. At least I can kill those guys without getting, like, murdered. Alright, we're almost out. With 1 out of 3 maps. The tree of safety. Imagine when those drones, or that tree actually starts spawning drones en masse. Oh man. Like imagine if you approach this exit and all of the drones on that tree like drop off and start heading to you.
Keeping humans alive gets old.
All right, we're good here. Anything nice? Just 1 out of 3 plans. All right, character. We probably ruined her up with Grillo too. Hey, Grillo. Oh, we're still 2, thank God. Yeah, keeping alive gets keeping humans alive get old. All right, let's go ahead and run it back. I will say there is a perk to Gunhead. Getting your run ready or getting your equipment ready for the next run is really easy. It's just drag some ammo over into your inventory and you're good to go. That's all you need, some ammo, baby. I wonder if other areas of the map could spawn these maps
Reporting clear skies.
for this quest, the Scav Scrap Part 1. But like in the actual image of the quest, it has this place. Meds are for weak flesh people. Oh hey, gotcha. Yeah, unfortunately I can't currently buy drills in this character. For reasons. Hey, Bells.
Deleting threats.
Who just the fuck just shot me? Got me, okay. Ammo I don't care about, really. Don't need those. I guess we can carry some ammo, but... There we go, loot storage. That's the wrong plague. The rig parts wipe bug. I'm not familiar with that. That sounds devastating, though. Don't you do it. All right. What the hell? What was that about? All right, that's 2 out of 3. There we go. I think that's a loot storage.
Adjusting aim accordingly.
Give me train plans. Yay, combo schedule. That's all 3 we need for this quest. I want to see part 2. I hope part 2's in the game. I want to crash a train. Because we did have that drawbridge last night, right? So I'm curious if that actually works into it. Oh, that's weird. Ugh. Let's not even bother fighting these guys. Don't mind me. Hey, what the hell? What the fuck? What the hell is that for? God, the sprinting sound they get, it's like a fucking, it's like a raid siren. Are they following me still? Leave me alone. Okay, I think we're good now. Famous last words. And there it is right there too. Awesome. Very big. Oh, I had to drop you. Goodbye, gotcha. No. Go away. I like the fact that it's huge, actually. It makes navigating actually dangerous. Leave me alone. Thank you. Yeah, basically Wildflower. Especially as Gunhead, it just seems... 18 meters doesn't sound like a lot, but effectively it's a lot. It seemed like that aggroed a lot of things too outside the squad, unless that drone was a part of the European squad. I might just extract here. I kind of want to do the jammer, but I also want to yeah, we're gonna list leave, I think. I'm not high enough HP to actually want to do clear skies. Those drones rip me apart, so... That's kind of interesting too, right? Because like that's the reason why drones are so deadly. Is like they don't have high DPS, but you can't stagger them. Like no matter what, they're gonna unload on you, right?
Our guns run empty. Time to reload.
Yeah, I think it's goofy on purpose, though, right? This is supposed to be like a bot from forever ago. Yeah, it looks goofy because I think that's supposed to be kind of the case, right? All right, quests. Do you give me a part 2? Tag cargo for scavs. You got it, friend. All right, same thing. This loadout. We have the jammer too. I can bring in. I do. So we can do that quest also. All right, 545. Regions, frozen swamp, railroad tracks. We'll go tracks to the effigy and then around to the railroad right here.
Unit 7 and 6. Report.
Right, off the clear skies.
Ahead.
Yeah, it is nice. Breaking up the raids a bit. I mean, there's already like kind of mods out for it without even sanctioned mod support. Personally, I do hope that if they ever like, you know, finish with the game, they do push out mod. They haven't really announced it, and like to be fair, it's an early access game. Mod support's to be pretty low down on the radar. I'm not sure how natively moddable Unreal Engine 5 is, but like I already know there's a few mods for it, mainly just model replacements. Die. I do like how I'm torn. I'm not sure. It's nice to have a heads-up display of where to go for these quests. At the same time, it does kind of ruin some of the exploration factor, I feel like, a bit. Of having to find things naturally. Okay, this looks like it's not that deep, considering the vines. Famous last words? Like, that looks dangerous because we see the vines going through here. This should be fine. All I will say is when you want to show a player where it is safe to cross, you use props like that to display the areas that are safe to cross. You don't use them to lead them into a trap. Goodbye, 800 rounds of 4545. You will be sorely missed. Yeah, not even the warning damage. Just the... Oh, you're dead. No, Ludroth, we were testing earlier, kind of the sound aggro radius. It seems that every character aggroes consistently, moving or not, at about 6 meters through walls and regardless of height. So essentially, every character has like a 6 meter periphery zone where, like, no matter what, you will aggro units within that area. If you are sprinting, it seems to either 1.5 or double it, so between like 9 meters to 12 meters. You will aggro them regardless of height and or terrain or like walls, so 12 meters, and then Gunhead starts at 12 and goes up to like 18 or 24 around for sprinting. So essentially all of the characters now make a lot more noise, or rather they kind of have like a periphery around them, right, where no matter what you'll aggro things around you. Yeah, there's no more backstabbing, and it could be a feature too. So it seems like there's a mod when you are sprinting to increase that radius. I'm curious if the crouching mod to reduce it is not working properly, because it could be the case that you need to be crouching and then like crouching to actually reduce that radius to like 3 meters. And if you're within 3 meters, you can probably backstab, I think. So I'm thinking it's just the case that the crouch modification isn't in the game currently for stealthing. Yeah, considering they have sync animations of the game for executing people, I'm curious. I don't think it's intentional. We'll see. I think it's more likely that we currently don't. I think it's more likely currently that the crouching modification for it is not working properly. I had to start and stop the stream too. Apparently I have a slight mismatch of audio and visual quality right now, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's driving people away too. It's no big deal. I'm not too worried about it. Apparently I need to go fix my stream again. So it's really weird. All I did was like restart my machine, and apparently it's being janky now. Alright, they're all gone. But I ain't too worried about it. Alright, moving on over. Oh, there's stuff in there too. Can we mantle up there? We can't, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I might just need to restart OBS. That could be a factor too. I didn't actually restart OBS Though it's just weird how, like, yeah, like it could be restarting OBS is the call there. Yeah, that's always the upside too, because like the problem is like if you get to stream starting at like 1,000 people. You know, I have the old legacy one. That's still just the gray variant from forever ago. I use Studio, but it's just the old version or the old skin for it. No, but yeah, Wildflower, that's always like the dichotomy of like when you make it big as a streamer, it kind of changes it a bit to like it's very hard for you to interact consistently with the audience. Because there's just so many messages going through. Yeah, new quests. They hotfixed this the game this morning because the quests that for this map weren't showing up. So now we have a bunch of new quests for this map, and we're doing a quest line we haven't done yet, which is apparently a multiple part quest. I want to see this train go. No, it wasn't in the game yesterday. It's a very different play style, right? Darkstar. Like things you can get away with other characters you can't really get away with on Gunhead. It seems like this is a quest from the Scavengers, so it seems like every quest for every faction now has a quest for this map. Also, I'm curious if I get the minefield warning if I go over here. Are there minefields on the train tracks? I'm going home, guys. Going back to the city. What do you mean it's a minefield here? It's a train track. It seems like outside, like probably like 5 or 6 now. Though this one's a chain, so I'm not sure how many quests there are, but about 5 or 6. Yeah, Wildflower just train just decks me. Oh, there's brawlers down there too. Heavy brawlers, I think. I can't hit them from here. Are they coming up? Shouldn't actually, they should hear me, I think, too. Well, it's a good test of the vertical audio. If this is a cylinder, they should hear me up here. Yep. There we go. Like, that's almost confirmed, right? Like, this is a cylinder, not a sphere. We're way higher than probably we should be, right? I don't think they can path to us for some reason, but, like, they definitely, we saw, like, they aggroed from us just being up here, making noise. So that's like probably like the biggest factor. Yeah, units can't get up these spiral staircases. Nope, there they come. Ignore me. I was lying. Oh Lord, they coming. Oh Lord, they coming. I'm just a robot, short and stout. Hey, problem solved. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, you did find it. That's good to know, Treadbull. Did you just find it in a container? Good to know. Okay, so it's just a container spawn now.
Contact.
And that could be a factor too in why drones feel so obnoxious now also. Is that the vertical audio now, which is crazy. Ludra, so Treadbull, I guess my chat's broken. Everything's broken on the show today. Treadbull found the water map on Mesa for the hidden water map. He said he found it on just a regular container. I would like to see part 3, please. I want to see us raid the trade. So we're looking for Scav Scrap part 3.
Units returning home.
Okay, so we're looking for part 3 now, if there's a part 3. We have part 1, part 2, which are both repeatable, if we so choose. There's a sniper. I'm looking at the names of quests too, because I'm curious if... Like, Memento Part 3, the Memento series is different areas. Alright, let's head over to here. There's part 1. Might only be 2 parts too. Like, it makes sense, right? We're not gonna ambush a train, really. Yeah, I kind of like the theory I was mentioning earlier, right, in regards to water. In regards to, like, make water... like, detach water from your in-game, your out-of-game clock, and just make it that every time you go to a raid, it's a day's worth of water. So, like, if I go run Frozen Swamp, that raid is a day. And so you basically just set in stone that every single raid you go to is a day. And that way you can drain water that way. And you can do different things too, like make different maps require certain amounts of water to go to, or so on and so forth, or like they use water to get to, stuff like that. That'd be cool too, yeah. I'm beginning to feel like there's not a part 3 yet. Take not necessarily it's more of like ambient storytelling. They are adding in like more kind of people for story and lore. For example, Lordo's here. He'll tell you lore when you give him cigarettes. Unfortunately, I'm out of cigarettes right now. So they are adding more elements of storytelling into the game, but it's not like a linear progression story. I think it's more of just like a sandbox story where you're living your life as a scavenger, surviving, and then like you're learning all those different things about the game and the lore and while you're playing the game, and from like quest givers like that. Well, it could actually, for example, Wildflower 2, make the rack actually have a purpose, right? As like the deep, like, because I need to bring back a ton of water to make it worthwhile, and like that's the biggest thing too. I just think detaching the in-game clock or the in-game days from your current out-of-character clock just seems silly. Because it kind of does, too, diminish a lot of the survival elements for people who just want to play the game a lot, right? And it doesn't punish them either. It just makes it like they actually have to worry about the water mechanic, too. Like, right now, the water mechanic only really hurts people who do not play a lot. For the people who do play a lot, it's meaningless. And so detaching it from out of character time, from just in-game time, just by having every raid be a day, works. Yeah, I do not think we have... I think it's only part 1, part 2 right now for the scrap mission. Kind of makes me sad. I was hoping for a little bit more. And so kind of like the theory, or like the way I'm approaching it, right, is that you turn like... So a few different things, right? So naturally, every single raid... So a day... Basically, make it like this. You have a day and a night cycle. Every day is day and night, and that's one day. You don't have to do nights. You could probably... If you wanted to... I imagine you could probably skip days, too. So, like, maybe do the best of all 3 worlds, right? You have day, you have night, and then you have skip. Skip your current time period. So, if you would like to go during the day, you can. If you want to go during the night, you can. Or you can skip the entire day if you want to fast forward, right? For whatever reason, if you want to move up the days for whatever reason. Give that the ability to do so. And then add a cost per day, like a base cost of, like, say for example, no matter what, you yourself consume 1 water a day for just having your innards. And then make, like, for example, having Grillo or Aramaki, or having certain vendors in the innards, they also take a certain amount of water per day. And then when you go out to a map, right, that might consume some water to get there. You might consume some water to get there. It's like, so say for example, getting to Scorched Enclave might take 2 water, Mausoleum might take 1 water, so on and so forth. And then when you do that, it progresses time. So say, for example, you go to Mausoleum, you come back, that's the day portion of the map. And so now you can either go to night shift, or you can roll over to the next day. And so you basically give, you just basically give it in-game time system, really. Yeah, there's lots of craters around, man. There's lots of bombs going off. No, that's a big factor too. Like Henslet, that's a big thing about Gunhead, is he kind of highlights how crazy the healing is for other characters. And I do think Stagger's a bit strong too, but like I think Stagger is what's currently... Stagger is the only thing keeping the game from being really oppressive currently. I think right now Stagger is a necessary evil because of like how quickly you'll get turned to Swiss cheese if you couldn't stagger. But I do agree it feels a bit weird. And it could be, too, also a good way. That could be an interesting system, too. Yeah, so Wildflower, the big thing I will say, too, about that, Merry Christmas, it would require a rebalancing of water. For example, like 1 water container would give you more than 1 water back. Like, that would be a big factor of it, is rebalancing the water economy. And, like, 1 container of water that you would bring back is worth more than just 1 water for a day, right? It would require like an actual economy of water to balance it around and make things worth certain things and so on and so forth. It wouldn't just be the current water system with that new system on top of it. It would require rebalancing. New patch is good. New character Gunhead, new map, Frozen Swamp, which I think Frozen Swamp's a great map so far. Like out of every single map, out of all of the maps so far, honestly, Frozen Swamp and Ashen Mesa are absolutely at the top in regards to like how much I like them. Like if I was gonna rank the maps, Mesa and Frozen Swamp are like S tier. Mech Trenches is probably like B. Scrapyard is probably B. Mausoleum is probably like a C for me right now. Underground Cemetery is probably a D. Scorched Enclave, it has its purpose. I would honestly put... I would probably... yeah, I would put Scorched Enclave with mech trenches and scrapyard. Like, I would put... yeah, it's a top and top. Like, right below that are mech trenches and scrapyard. Below those are Scorched Enclave and Mausoleum. And below everything is Cemetery right now. I do honestly think Cemetery is probably the worst map in the game currently, which is sad to say. Scorched is weird. Scorched is like a weird comforting thing for players who want to go back to like a map they were playing on very early. But like as a map, it's very... like here's the thing. Scorched was both a map you had to do your original quests on, and it's also a map you would farm for gachas. So it does provide this degree of comfort for those players, right? In regards to feeling like... hold on, gotta fix this. Feeling like a map they're used to and they'd enjoy. But like, objectively, I think as a map right now, especially with the new aggro system, yeah, exactly. Like, that's my current case with it, is with the new aggro system, I don't think Scorched is very playable. You get absolutely decked on Scorched now if you're not careful. Like, a lot of the easiness with Scorched was being able to sprint around things and get around things without avoiding fights. And like, it's very hard to do that now on Scorched, which is both a good and bad thing, right? It just... Scorched can kill you a lot more than it did before, but there is some nice, like, you know, nostalgia feel to it. I think my biggest problem with Scorched, right, is there's just not a lot it's Scorched is like I want to watch things kill each other kind of map. It's not a map where like you're kind of playing it. Like, Scorched is a map kind of like Mesa, where if you want to see combat going on, you go play Scorched. Yeah, Scorched is very hard to do now. Though I will say, they actually, like, I put one of my friends in the game yesterday, later that evening, and they don't make you go through Scorched anymore. The quest line, to get your intro quest line is basically pretty generic now. The only, like, remnant of the old quest lines to get started out is the drone quest. But no, yeah, there's definitely certain aspects of trenches, or sorry, there's certain, like, Mech Trench and Scrapyard are good because they do a certain thing well. There's not much more depth to them outside of that thing, but they do it well. Mesa and now the Swamp both have multiple different things going on that give you a lot of choice during the map. And I would say, I would actually, weirdly enough, probably put Mesa a little bit behind the new map. That's a great question. J Habit. That's me not thinking as I'm loading up my character. We're bringing meds for the civilians we find along the way. We're now a med bot. No. But yeah, I would probably rate Mesa a little bit behind Swamp now, because like Mesa, it's got a few things going on, but like it does lack POIs a little bit. I mean, it would be cool to have missions like go render first aid to people. It has atmosphere, but it also has tons of different points of interest, right? Like, that's the big thing about Swamp, is that, like, it's not just open spaces for atmosphere, it's open spaces with POIs in between to actually, like, think of it, right? You have the effigies, or the hives for the, you have the hives, you have the train areas, you have like the train wreck, yeah, you have the shantytown, you have the titans, you have so many different POIs on that map. How did you guys die? Oh. So no, Swamp is great. Like, Swamp might actually be the best map in the game right now. I think I might be personally nostalgizing Mesa to put it up there with it. Yeah, I mean, the empty air, like the empty area in Mesa though does serve a to make pictures. The empty area in Mesa does serve a purpose, right? Where, like, it's for showing off battles, right? Which is a very cool factor of it. I imagine too, for example, Mesa is big enough. It's probably like when we get units like Big Green, this is probably one of the few maps they could actually deploy Big Green on, right? It would take up probably the entire center of the map. But it's probably one of the few maps you can actually have Big Green on. I'm sorry, I picked up like 3 pictures, man. Please forgive me. Where did he go? Huh. I wonder if the helicopter has vertical audio as it runs into a building. Doth thou hearest me? Yes. Oh god, it's a beyond effective rage. Please don't shoot the helicopter. Oh, thank you, helicopter. I am curious if they're ever going to increase the velocity on these guns. They were saying too, these Exos have sync kills now. I wonder what the sync kill is. I've never seen the Exo do a sync kill. Definitely not doing sync kill now. They get fucking wrecked. What the hell just... Oh yeah, hunter killers. I think the passive aggro radius got me there for sure, it felt like. Could have been sight too, but... They occasionally go up there, I guess, but man. Alright, move on. I want to go down there so badly, man. I do hope they eventually expand these maps a bit. And I will say, too, the fog... Yeah, yeah. Being very careful today, like, the fog here, too, gives you a really good area to, like, massively degrade the LOD up here from seeing down. But like, it would be so cool to go down there and have like cyborgs down there, like a ruined city vibe, rubble. Like if they had like a network of like tunnels like underneath the like collapsed tunnels and shit below the city here that you can navigate through. Like imagine this, like there's the bunker, you have the giant bunker, right, and underground areas with bunkers, and then you have a bunch of tunnels leading from that bunker everywhere to like areas beneath the city, and then you have like a few of them like leading down to here into the pit. I can shoot over there too. Not really. Yeah, Swamp has the most verticality. Which is sad because like Mech Trench feels more vertical than it, but actually weirdly enough it is by far like Swamp has the most verticality. And it's not even fully utilized yet either. There's like tons of platforms you can't even go on.
Return to normal activities. Unit 7 and 6.
Oh, Triple, it was there. Check the disc. I didn't have the quest though. I haven't played River Incursion. Like, so it's weird. I don't want a bigger map just to say you have a bigger map, but I want a bigger map to like... We have a lot of smaller maps currently. And like, I don't want bigger for the sake of bigger. I want bigger to make the journey through the maps feel more memorable. And like more tense. And layers. Like, for example, right, it's not even bigger too. Like, we'll go over to Mech Trench right now. And like, that's the thing with Mech Trench currently, is it's the pass through, like, when you have a big map like the new map, you have these situations, right, where you have a vast different amount of ways to like explore and navigate through the map in different ways and areas. Like, for example, if we go to Frozen Swamp, right, we have a multitude of different ways to actually spawn in. But like, say for example with Wreck, right, even spawning at Wreck, we have different ways of getting different places. We could go through the Titan Wrecks over here. We could go through the cyborg areas over here, or to the train yard. We could go straight through the injection well. Like, and unlike if we go over to, for example, and like because of that, right, because of these branching paths of different ways to move through the map and navigate and do things, it creates like situations where the map doesn't play the same, or it very rarely plays the same, right? Because of it's how big it is and how many different branching paths you have through the map. And it's important too that these aren't like empty areas. There's things going on here, like small skirmishes. Unlike, for example, Mech Trench, for example, where because of how small and how very compact and how one-layered Mech Trench is, you basically approach it every single time. No matter what spawn you go through, you're essentially always going to the center area and then leaving from the opposite side. Like, that's because everything's in the central area too, right? Like, there's 3 rooms here, really, with all of the loot. There's 1 room over here, but like, you'd feel different or crazy to actually go through here, right? So there's not a lot going on here. And I think the quest lines too, there's so little going on in Mech Trench, for example, that like the quests have to be pretty simple themselves. But if we go over to, there we go. That's plenty for right now. Let's get in and out. Like, there's so much unused verticality in the trench line, right? They use it in a few spots sparingly, but like, there definitely feels like it should be like the hallmark of this map. Like the map doesn't have a gimmick. Mech Trench doesn't have a gimmick, right? Scrapyard Nexus has a gimmick because it's a long corridor. It's like a push and pull map where like you're fighting through massive waves of infantry, right? It's like it's the combat map. That's Scrapyard Nexus's thing, right? The Mech Trench map is like the map you want to go to when you want to get water like immediately and get out. It's like a one-stop shop for water or for meds. But like we're like in these really deep chasms here of these mech trenches, and there's all this verticality here that you can see, but it's entirely unused. Like the most verticality this map has is like a scaffolding over here and a scaffolding over there, and that's it. You do have like instances where the drones had verticality to it, but like it feels like a lot of the map is unused currently. Like we have this corridor, everything in the center, and that's it. And there's like nothing really special about the map either, right? Like, I guess the coolest thing about this map is occasionally you can get a medium mech here through the hangar, but that's really about it. And with the new aggro system too, like, if there's an exo in here, this area is unplayable for Gunhead. It would make too much noise. So we have this like really cool mech hangar, but like that's really about it. We have this mech hangar, we have the medical area, and that's it. So it's a map with effectively kind of 2 POIs. We have the data servers over there too. If the servers, like if they fleshed out the certain indoor areas a bit, like if the servers were much more... So we have the hangar here. We have the backside of the hangar, which doesn't really have anything here. Like that would be an interesting way of like maybe making the map a bit bigger, is having these tunnels going from the different areas perhaps, but then if we come up to here, right, we immediately go from like a hangar here. Yeah, I know you hear me, but you can't path up here, so good luck. We immediately like connect over to kind of just like an open server room, right? Like this feels kind of almost forced in here a bit. Like this area could be expanded pretty easily, I feel like, and just have more things going on in this area, and maybe add a bit more connecting spots to it. And then we have like the little bit of verticality we have on this map right over here with the overhang. But like in that entire area, right, there's not a lot of choices you have. You just go all around and through. You can't open this door, which I guess adds some changes to it, but yeah, lots of infantry. So, and I don't mind like the linearity of it. It's just that like you need to supplement the lack of like horizontal pathing with vertical pathing. You need to give the options verticality to like get around the map in a way they choose to like get around the map. And like, but like this map is really just down to this one big area here, right? Like this is effectively, this and that room are essentially the map. The side corridors are just ambiance, really. Like unless you want to murder some exos or murder some mechs, it's not much reason to go out into the main corridors. Most dangerous mission you find dangerous but survive. Probably the missions to do Bring Her In, right? Bring Her In or Red Baron. The Red Baron's basically undoable still, so I would say probably just like Bring Her In. Though if you position yourself right, they're not that dangerous. I will say actually, if you don't cheese it, the Hind Navcom quest is actually quite hard. I would actually probably say it's undoable solo. But you can do it solo, it just requires some cheesing. to kill the super hind basically on Mesa. It is not easy to do. It will fuck your shit up. And like, then we have this area too, which is like this whole room right here. Like, this whole room, it's really cool. Don't get me wrong. I love the ambiance of this room, but the effective impact of this room is a transit area and then one quest. Like this room does one quest, and that's the entire functionality of this room. Like, sure, don't be wrong, cool. At a certain point though, like, that's what I'll say about, like, for example, the new map, is it does a good blend of both ambiance and like actual gameplay elements. And that's like kind of like my qualms with Elephant Mausoleum. Elephant Mausoleum leans very heavily into the ambiance, but it does very poorly on a gameplay sort of basis, right? Like, don't get me wrong, Elephant Mausoleum looks cool. It, like, the thematics of it's cool, but playing the map kind of fucking sucks. Like, that's like effectively the thing that you're like, you run this map, you loot containers, you do the few like hit E quests that you need to do on this map, and then you leave. Like, there doesn't feel like much journey here, right? It doesn't feel like I'm on an expedition. It feels like I'm just doing a like a quick hit and run. Well, for example, like the new map feels like, oh, I'm actually going on an expedition, right? I'm like on this map, I need to survive and get out and also do these objectives, which are all like hard in their own unique ways. It does, yeah. And that's kind of a reason too, for example, Henslet, like where you don't need to like force the maps to have ambiance, because you from seeing water map, or the new water map, right, Frozen Swamp, like if they just pursue maps like that, even if they're smaller or bigger, like, oh, it does drop that 60 gigabytes is textures. Like, yeah, it's just it's the high quality textures we get in this game to promote ambiance, right? The 60 gigabytes is all of the different AB plus objects. Let's get a note triple in regards to the water map showing up without the picture or not. All right, time to leave. We have HKs. But no, that's always gonna be the bulk size. It's gonna be like high quality textures and like basically, yeah. That's generally how you get very high sizes of like game sizes, is uncompressed textures and audio. The hitboxes, I feel like they kind of have. I feel like it still may be a little bit problematic, but I think they definitely have improved it. I feel like that was the worst one. It feels like they maybe have improved it a bit.
Keeping humans alive gets old.
All right. How many sticks we got? I doubt we're anywhere close to enough. We are shooting pretty quickly, though. Look at us go. Level 8. All right. Yeah, like, it's just, yeah, that's essentially right. Mech Trench is, like, Scrapyard Nexus feels a lot better, right? Because when you go to Scrapyard Nexus, I can't zoom on the map, like, you head in deep to Scrapyard Nexus, right? And, like, the journey out is you getting back through all of the enemies now. and it can be easy sometimes, but sometimes it can be hard though. So like there is that, like, even despite Scrapyard being small, Scrapyard does feel like a journey to get back out after you win in. Mac Trenches, it doesn't feel like really a journey throughout the entirety of it. It's like running around, hitting E, and then leaving. That's fairly dropped. Yeah, it's pretty quick early on. All right, rigs. Hey, mister. Oh, I don't need meds. I have one. We're pretty far away still. I haven't tried SMGs on Gunhead yet, actually. How much 45 do I have? Not a lot. I do P90, though. Maybe we just go unsilenced for a bit. Use all of this lovely P90 ammo I have. All right, what map are we doing? We did Frozen Swamp. We did Scrapyard next. We haven't done Scrapyard. Let's do Scrapyard. Let's see how Scrapyard feels. I mean, let's go to each map and do comparisons. Yeah, it's perfectly fair, right? You want the quest to feel like you're going through something. You want the quest to have some real stakes in it, right?
Unit 7 and 6 reporting clear skies ahead.
Yeah, that's Gunhead. Go, Gunhead, go. Yeah, Tarkov did a good job. They didn't do a great job of starting out, but Tarkov did do a good job of making a lot of the more mundane items actually worth something. Now, I will say, they kind of... Not all of the objects in Tarkov got the same love as others. Like, the graphics cards have good implementation, but, like, a lot of them just used it for barters, right? Like, you know, it's like, oh, yeah, I'll give you a nice case for toothpaste.
Check those corners.
But, like, it is better than nothing, I will say, right? They're also shaky. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, I think their heads, it looks like they lock their heads in place occasionally to do the animation. I do like the courses having animations though. It's still a bit janky. Oh yeah, more Customization for the hideout. I can see that over like actually customizing characters for sure. Be free, civilians. Oh yeah, I forgot about you guys. Hold on. Wait, is that new? Or was that always there? You know, it's just the walls being weird. The ground effects for the dust is actually really cool. It just the walls need it too. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on, reloading. Why are you so takey? No, but like, so we have cool... Wait, that doesn't do anything. That does. Yeah, it just seems that some of the areas in the floor don't actually properly give decals. Like, those bolt impacts look really good. There we go. We have it here. It's not there. Some of the walls and mapping, yeah, just really weird. It's like some of them just eat the bullets and some of them actually give us proper, like, cool, like, dust effects. Yeah, the AK upgrades for, I imagine the AK and the RPK probably feel great on Gunhead. The range limitation on accuracy for the SMG, just like, it's pretty, so being able to, like, get a much better gun on your head seems quite nice. Especially if your gunhead's supposed to be like an oh shit button, right? Like, oh shit, I'm in a bad spot, let's use the gunhead. Are they dancing? Hello. I imagine they're gonna fucking hear my bitch ass though, considering I'm Gunhead and the loudest boy around. Away! Probably it's time to go start going the other way. Yeah, I do hope they change it too. In some capacity. Or just create more trade-offs. There is a decent amount of junk loot though, I will say. Like, we are picking up a lot of junk loot from just picking all these things up. So like, there is... If I was more efficient, I would make more money. But like, considering I'm usually constrained by HP more than I guess anything else now. Quick in, quick out. We can probably get the RPD, I imagine, this time around. We should have enough experience now to get the RPD. right, so let's go to our loadout. Refresh our character. Yeah, we can get our AK. And our max is we have 14k more experience. So yeah, we can get the RPD this time. You know what I want is Gunhead. I want an upside down M79. Just like one bullet gunhead. Grenade launcher pistol. We haven't used painless in a while. I do have lots of ammunition for painless. For now, I guess. Oh, hold on, I gotta upgrade my rig again. That's actually plenty. So we've done trenches, we've done scrapyard, we've done frozen swamp, we've even done mausoleum, we've done Mesa too. I think it's time for Scorched Enclave. I think I talked about it too. Yeah, armor pads. Like, yeah, it'd be nice to have armor in the game. It'd be a good way of nerfing. A good time to like introduce armor and also nerf healing, right? It could be one of the reasons why they're also waiting to do armor, because A, it's complicated, but B, because like they would probably need to rebalance healing with armor. I think it shreds. Oh, they heard me. That's a good way of putting it, right? Like, massive, he has everything going for him except for the ability to heal. And like, it definitely feels... Are you kidding me? From across the world? Leave me alone. No, like, I would say, Nappy, it's definitely made me feel a lot more, like, negative at the current healing system. More about, like, I like the current, like, I like the tension not being able to heal as Gunhead introduces. It creates a tension that's been missing for a long time in the game for me. But at the same time, what it really makes me feel like is it makes me feel that healing in the game is just too strong. And I felt that way before, but this kind of almost cements it too. Yeah, that's very nice, right? Yeah, be able to farm peppers now. I think every gun... The PM9, you can get the RPDs. The PM9's the only gun, I guess, that's kind of hard to get. I think you get it from gotchas, though, still, right? But I guess the PM9's the rarest gun in the game. Well, anyway. Is that a helicopter? I don't think I've ever seen a helicopter spawn over there before. Is that thing shooting at me? Okay, to be fair, I'm pretty sure I would have died there, like, with... in the previous patch. I'm sure I would have died there too, doing what I just did. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually seen a helicopter spawn there before in all my plays. I will say, I don't play that much Scorched Enclave. Okay, let's do a less meme-worthy run of Scorched Enclave. Well, Ludroth, I've never had, like, helicopters don't aggro to me, really. It's not, Mrs. Unfortunately, I couldn't fix it earlier. I restarted the stream trying to fix it. There's a slightly delay, I apologize. On the plus side, I turned ads off because of it. I'm hoping to fix it later. It might just require an OBS start. I'll have to look into it after the stream. I apologize, but yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. It was working fine yesterday. Well, listen, it's because they usually don't fight you. Like the helicopter on Mesa is actually like, I think the only actual time you can actually aggro the helicopter on Mesa is when you actually shoot it directly. It is so rare to actually aggro the helicopter on Mesa. Well, so BA, yeah. Like, helicopters are probably the hardest thing for a solo scav to kill. I have only found one reliable way of cheesing it on Mesa to kill it. You can 36M it. I actually do prefer I just usually end up 36M'ing it from far away.
Maintain spacing. The sector ahead contains explosives.
I've been behind on Mesa. I've been behind or below the mech, the thing a lot, and it doesn't shoot me. That's interesting, Treadbull. Yeah, it seems to be different now. Just the helicopter is actually a bully. I'm gonna be as sneaky as a robot can be. I wonder if Gunhead has like, what's it called? Like those deep thoughts. He has to like tell himself not to shoot whenever he starts aiming at people. The intrusive thoughts, yeah, the intrusive thoughts. Is that a... Oh, hello, Tank. Now, how far away are you? You're 20 meters. If it gets up to 18, it should, I think, notice me, right? Or, yeah, 12, it should start noticing me, I think. If I get any closer, it should, my periphery, notice me, I think. Though I might be aggroed on something else right now. It might actually lose that fight. Yeah, there's the aggro I was looking for. So what I'm guessing is happening is we're not seeing it because they're currently in combat with another unit, but we're building up the investigation bar while we're close to them, and it goes to full aggro. So basically, what I think is happening is they're going to fight an AI squad. They get close enough to us to start building up the aggro meter, but because they're fighting the squad, doesn't show us that because they're currently in combat. And essentially what's happening is we're filling up that bar and they're finishing their combat, and now they immediately aggro to us because they're now like, okay, who's our next in our aggro meter? Same thing there, right? Like, it honestly feels like those guys should not know that we're here because we were hiding and doing nothing. Like in the old patch, they then like when that fight ends, nothing happens. This patch, that fight ends and they all aggro to us. And I think it's right now because like there's no modified. Well, oh, hey, Toothy, that was a lag spike or FPS drop rather. There's no differentiation between crouching, standing still, and walking. It's all the same aggro radius for sound. That is, Toothy. I wonder if Toothy will sync. I need to leave. Toothy? Does he look faster animation-wise? I know he's walking to a wall, but outside of that. Well, I can't be made into biofuel, right? Who's a good boy? Our wrecking's still popping. His animations do look a bit smoother. No, Toothy. Is he backing up? Is he? Why is he backing up to me? He's trying to say something? Are those flails? No, you can't actually win against Toothy. Toothy is still, I'm sure, oh actually I haven't looked in the code so I can't say he's unkillable, but he's almost assuredly still unkillable. But yeah, no, like this definitely kind of, this is the reason you come to Scorched Enclave, is because you want to watch things fight. It's just that watching things fight now is so much more dangerous. For reasons mentioned before, like, you know, the aggro rolling over to you. I think he has to take some damage, right? Sometimes when he takes damage, that happens. Alright, so I guess we're gonna do Mausoleum now. I honestly feel the entire trench line of Mausoleum now is basically unplayable. There's just such a high chance you're gonna get shot by one of the medium mechs around from sound. Like, you can spawn. We'll do my normal spawn, right, on Mausoleum. So let's go ahead and sell Aramaki a few things. How would you like 102 brandies? That should be enough for that. But like, we went to trench line once so far in Mausoleum and got instantly demolished by a mech hearing us. How much 5.56 got left? Got enough. Okay, we'll do 600 rounds. .303. And we're good there. We'll go to regions. Ruins. I imagine too, the pipe spawn is probably like absolutely dreadful now on Mausoleum, because a lot of Mausoleum was you using terrain like tanks and stuff to block your vision, but because you just have this periphery circle around you now for aggro, it's
It is as you humans say, a good day.
But yeah, with a medium mech always patrolling around the trench lines now, I guess let's experiment a bit. I wonder, we're gonna try surviving looting the trench lines and see how it goes. This is probably gonna result in murder and death. Hey, life. Yeah, that's the biggest thing too. This is like also, it definitely seems like there's a lot of missing elements so far, like the crouch modifier and the standing still modifier. Like right there, my god. It's like all the AI's got wall hacks now. No, we can talk about this. I'm a robot, you're a robot, we're robot friends. We're robot friends. We're robot friends. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. Cows. Now, thankfully, there is only one mech here right now. That does seem to be distracted, so we're okay. If there's a back one, I think there's occasionally a mech will spawn over here. This probably makes the trench lines unplayable though. I'll have to say. Another last couple of hours. I've been streaming for about like 4 or 5-ish hours now. Actually, no, literally 4-ish hours. Started at 1. So if it was the last 4 hours, then no. Let me check the Discord real quick. I did get the new. I got the ones this morning for the new quests, but if there was another one after that one, I did not get that one. Let me check the Discord real quick. No, yeah, I have the current quest that I can see on Discord. I have HKs on me. That's not good. No, I'm pretty sure I don't see any extra updates from
Threats in order of priority.
on the Discords. I'm pretty sure I have the most up to date. All right, let's continue on. A big thing too, right, is like we're kind of going from like the two big POIs on the map. We have that trench line over there and then this trench line over here. Like up at pipes, there's basically nothing except if you want to murder people. So it's really just like this long trench line of all the loot, and that's really about it. I don't know. It's a discounted price really, so I guess like I'm not sure if they're gonna raise the price eventually for like actual full release. That could be a factor too. But like, that's the gimmick of this map though. I feel like it's like you come to the trench line to basically grab a bunch of meds, then you leave. There's the aggro through the walls from just them hearing me. Yeah, like honestly, I think it's like 30 USD right now, like without sales. So I can easily imagine they'll increase the price by $10 at full release, just to 40. I don't think this is not a $50 or $60 game. And also, I'm pretty sure the devs came out and said like they don't believe games should be more than $50. Also, I think there might be a little murdering going on. Yeah, same here. I like early access games like that, right? I love playing around with them. Oh, hey Fred. How's it going? You enjoying your mass murder? One thing I noticed too, by the way, is these now do sync kills versus the NPCs also. Are you gonna murder me if I go open the door? I hear troopers. I'm scared. Don't panic. Don't panic. Open door. Open door. There's one. Wait, who just aggroed me? Oh, is that the HK? Terminal occupied. Sorry, is he blocking me from using the door? No. Okay, interesting. Terminal occupied. I wonder if he kicks me off the door. Can they open doors now? Hold on. Also, whoops. There was someone like a couple weeks ago mentioning that it's the Steam Deck. Can AIs open doors now? Was he trying to open the door and bugged it out? You can hear the dog screaming. It can feel pain. Okay. I don't feel like they can open the doors, right? Otherwise, they definitely would open doors by now. Oh, I just glitched out. Who's a good boy? Who murdered an EOD hunter killer? You murdered an EOD hunter killer. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? It did scream. It took me a lot of bullets, but it did scream. All right, time to leave. I apologize. It seemed like the scream was a damage threshold to stagger it and break it from contact. So it sounded like I hit a certain damage threshold, it screamed, and then broke aggro, and then came back a little bit later. But yeah, Mech Trench is nice. It just like Mech Trench has a bunch of like extra ambiance, but just it's missing a lot. Yeah, I mean, if it double slash me, double slash me. Lots of loot though, I will say. There's the HKs right there. That's right. Well, that's what we got, HKs. Is it time for cemetery? Cemetery is the new guy. We've done these three. We've done. Oh yeah, I guess it's cemetery time. We can also just not bring anything in. We have a gun for our head. It's perfect. We literally don't need to bring ammo in at all. We have 300 rounds for our saw and a gunhead. So the APC-9 Pro had 200. The AK had 150, and now we have probably, yeah. And then we now have the RPD. Is the RPD 100 ammo?
Unit
160, okay.
6, reporting clear skies ahead.
I mean, stealth kind of is broken, right? There is like, we kind of confirmed on stream today, like how stealth currently works now, or how stealth currently works now. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Why did you break? Why do you always break?
Threat exponential inbound.
Open up. The RPD is backing pretty well in this thing. You can also head glitch pretty hard with this too. Take over railings. What, do you get a 40 series? That tracks. I'm out of ammo. Hey boy. Okay. I want to say, I still think it can't get... It grabbed us from pretty far away. That... It wasn't as bad as Old Dog, but that was definitely a good way in front of it. I now want to test a bit. I'm actually curious. Suppressors fixed? What do you mean by fixed by suppressors? What was broken about suppressors before for you? Okay, let's actually bring like a silence gun. Let's be a little bit more cautious this time. Let's bring like an SMG, a Spectre. It still feels like Dog can't get to that door properly. But it also feels like it has a sync kill distance of about like 10-ish meters. That felt like we're gonna like fine tune it. We're gonna experiment a bit more and see what the actual sync kill distance is.
Unit 7 and 6 reporting clear skies ahead.
Oh, that's a light. How kind. He's over there. We can head over now. No, not yet. We'll bring it next time. Actually, I might be out of cryo rounds, actually. I think I brought them all to one raid and then died immediately. Okay, that door's open, which is actually good for us.
Situation critical.
So I'm pretty sure he can't... We need to kill these guys first. Let's close this door, actually. Hello, good sir. I don't want to get that low yet. All right, everyone's dead. So I need to bring dog over.
Threat exponential inbound.
And for Hammer in the Frozen Swamp, Jammer in Frozen Swamp, and then again the Water Thief Sniper. The Water Thief Sniper is like, I got up to him pretty easily, just playing the corner, I think, not to get murdered by him. If he hits you once, you're basically guaranteed to die. Because by the time you get out of the stagger, he'll execute you, basically. So just make sure you get the first stagger on him with like an RPK, and then you should be fine. Get the first bullet on him. And then... So... Yeah, I don't think he can pass through here. Still, which is so weird.
Dropped. Threat exponential inbound.
Okay, thankfully we're still below the 2K threshold. Okay, there's the dog. Who's a good boy? Did he despawn and respawn down there? That door open? Oh, those are open. You might have respawned.
Situation critical.
Yeah, that door is closed. He respawned down here. He's making a lot more noises now, though, at least. Are you feeling pain? Are you feeling pain? Ugh. Is that an off switch next to him? Wait, is that a weak point?
Situation critical.
Hold on. There might be a weak point on the side of his head. Wait. I'm now a bit curious. I'm sure he's still immortal. I wonder if you can stagger him out of his kill animation. You can shoot those on the side of his head. Hey, Ludroth, do you want to play the game?
Threat
You want to hop on in real quick?
inbound.
So he has a weak spot now on the side of his head that instantly... Did he just despawn again? I think he just despawned again. That was like a despawn move right there. I'm curious if you can stagger him out of the one-shot kill. You need a teammate to test, right? Because you can't do it yourself. I'm really curious if... So it seems like the dog has a weak spot on the side of his heads, or side of his head. Well, I'm gonna try to get a better spot to see it again. That instantly staggers him, and I'm wondering if you can stagger him out of his one-shot animation. because he immediately shrieks and then recoils when he gets shot there. I mean, it's a start, right? Like, I'll take this over nothing. Like, naturally, it, like, keep in mind, this is all baseline stuff they just developed after feedback. Yeah, I'll leave and I can get you in here with me. I'm genuinely quite curious if you can stagger the dog out of one-shotting now. So you can see, like, on the side of his head, he's like on an on-off switch, right? Come on, boy. But yeah, he immediately shrieks when you hit him in the side of the head.
Situation critical.
I want to see where he grabs me from, distance-wise. I can be one-shot now, so he will one-shot me when he comes back to me. I want to see what distance he says when he actually does it, though. I will be dead in a second. Come on, boy. Okay, that was tame. Okay, so it seems that the only issue... That was a pretty tame distance. It just seemed that where he cannot path, it's where he has the issues, right? Because that was tame. I would say, Ludroth, okay, I'll open the lobby up for you, or anyone else who wants to join, but like, so the big thing is probably bring a shotgun, I imagine, though it might have a damage threshold. It might require, so yeah, on the side of his head, he like immediately recoils when he gets hit. All right, it should be on public now. It might take a second to update, but it's on public now. I'm prestige. Let me actually go to a character that can get one shot. I think my Scav Girl is low enough to get one shot still. Let me bring a shotgun. I'm hoping a shotgun's good enough to trigger this, but... Bring like 90 rounds. Enough to heal in case I get shot by other guys. And I guess the big thing is making sure we're like perpendicular to each other so like we can shoot the side of the head. Now, I imagine the timing window is going to be very, very short for this if it actually is a thing. Because he kills you pretty quickly after he grabs you, but I'm curious if there actually is a window. Either or, just like get a gun, like either or for either of us, right? I'm preparing if you get grabbed because he might hit either of us. Though you can probably go to a max 8, like a higher HP character. It could be either or we could just plan for Millie B getting grabbed. But no, this is curious. This is like a baseline system, perhaps, for like, I am curious if it will actually break the animation. But that definitely was not on Dog before. No, we want to stagger, we don't want to stun. I know it's weird, because don't bring cryo for right now. I just want to see, hey Finn, I just want to see if with a conventional firearm hitting him in his weak spot, will that break the animation of the one-shot kill? Now, it's going to be a pretty tight timing window if it is a case, because it is a pretty quick kill after you get grabbed, but it would be quite curious if that works like that. Can you see my lobby, or should I invite you on Steam? That's fine. That's perfectly fine. We don't need to be like that's concise about it. I'm sure you're like EU or Australia, right? So no biggie. 300 ping should be serviceable. We're just testing to see if we can actually shoot the side of the head, right? I'm probably the only one running cemetery too, I imagine. Should be pretty easy to see. Someone else is though. Yeah, only one at a cemetery. Are you BROI guy? That works too. If you want to be, have less stuff on. I'll be the one who shoots the side of the head. I'll go over to Bagman then. If you want to go over to Scab Girl, something like that. Whoever, do you have a character low there? Do you have a character low enough for 2k HP? Yeah, that's what I figured. I have a character low enough for 2k HP. It probably has to be you then. I'm the only person who actually has like a low enough character for 2k. Alright. We are ready then. We have a few people now. Okay. Sure, this works. Oh, I left. Alright, so I'm Scav Girl, I have a shotgun. You're joining now, okay, perfect. Either he's joining or this is him. And then pipes. So I'm very quite curious. Yes, Ludroth. Okay, perfect. I am Youthlosha. You wouldn't be lying to me, would you? All right, ready whenever you are. I'm hoping this is Ludroth. I know that the stream delay is probably like much higher now. Okay. So we're heading over to see if we can stagger out of the stun lock. So I will be attracting the dog's attention, and there seems to be weak spots on the side of his head now that makes him recoil. So we're curious if we can actually lock him out of,
Beautiful day on the surface.
or basically block him out of one-shotting one of us.
Feel the ground shake? They're on their way.
Yeah, Tracy, the biggest thing is that the aggro mechanics are a lot weirder now.
Makes this life worth it. Finally, a real challenge.
So right now, Tracy, it seems that like under a 6-meter radius, all characters are detected. That's the biggest thing. Like, so it's like there's a lot more auditory, like basically aggro now than there was before. So it's much easier to get aggro that you weren't intending.
Big boss headed this way.
Okay, I definitely heard the stagger mechanic. I definitely heard him trigger it, I'm pretty sure. So that's good to know. Thanks, Ludroth. So the sound effect definitely did play from him shooting, and I think there was ample opportunity there to break the aggro if there was a mechanic there. Maybe it's just like maybe it's a start. That would be a cool feature to be able to break the aggro of dog with that little weak spot. But yeah, so Tracy, the big thing this patch so far, yeah, basically no interrupting the sync yet. But we might be seeing, it might be like the start of one, right? Keep in mind, implementing a change like that takes time, so they might be just doing the baseline. The weak spot on the side of the head is a good start for like, oh hey, if you have teammates nearby, they can help potentially get you out of the stagger of the dog. So very interesting. Thanks, Ludroth, for stopping by for that. We learned a bit more. And hopefully we might see it in the future. It seems like it might be the baseline for that. So yeah, in regards to the aggro, how the aggro currently works in the new system, the visual aggro before is perfectly the same. The biggest change is there is a 6-meter radius for all characters, where if you're within a 6-meter radius from any other thing nearby, it will aggro to you off sound. It will investigate first, but it can fill the entire bar and go full aggro just off sound alone now. And it can do it through walls, and it can do it vertically. And it's 12 meters for Gunhead, and basically multiply that by 1.5 to 2 for every other character when you're sprinting. So when you're sprinting around, you anything 12 meters away, between 9 and 12 meters away, will aggro to you through walls and through height. The height is irregardless too. So say for example, if we were right here and there was like a unit, let's say just standing in the middle of the air 100 feet above us, if we were underneath it, it would still aggro. So it's a 6-meter radius around you, starting out to 12 meters, regardless of how high it is above you. And that's gonna be the biggest off-putting thing so far, is it just ends up with you pulling things unaware that they're aggroed, especially on a vertical map like Frozen Swamp. The verticality of Frozen Swamp works against you because you aggro things you aren't aware you're aggroing because of height. Okay, that's it for today, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna fix the stream for tomorrow. Video out probably tomorrow too. I'll probably be talking about the patch and a few different things about the patch, like for example this. But thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And tomorrow too, I'll keep a public lobby. So if you want to come play tomorrow, starting at noon EST, it'll be like a 5-hour-ish stream, but we can play together, do some Frozen Swamp stuffs, see how Gunhead plays in a squad. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by, and take it easy. Yeah, no stealth kills anymore, unfortunately.